Hello everyone, if you can hear me. Hello MJB. So he says, good day George, how are we doing this fine evening? Yeah, good mate. Yourself as well, you good? It's been a nice day. Just waiting for our guys to join the lobby. A few minutes until 8 o'clock. Hoping to have a good race for the title today. Good luck to you, mate. Good luck, man. All the best, of course. We have a few more drivers to join. It's actually 6 drivers. My PC crashed 5 minutes ago. Ah, I hope you'll be fine. Maybe it's just something that happened. I don't know if there's more people to join from my list. I'll send some more invites out. I believe Lemmy is online already. But his game was updating. Yeah. Well, I hope it goes well for you, MJB. Karuma's in. We'll join in late today. Kamilu, we've got 4 more. Is Blow online? I've just seen who's come in the chat. Yeah, Lemmy needs good name. I'm not gonna read it out, but good name. I'm not getting baited. Hi Jens. Cool, mate. If you speed up, maybe you won't get a race ban. Yeah, we've got a few more. It's all good. Blows in, and then it's Jordan. Just send him a PS invite and then I think we'll get underway. Because I have him on PS, so we'll be able to join. Yep. Yeah, Jordan. Okay, Jordan's not racing. Alright. Okay, ready up then. Alright, that's hopefully it's all good for him, but yeah, we'll get going then. Oh shit. Oh my word. Okay. Right. Cool. Right then. So, a warm welcome to tonight's CLR Friday race from the Temple of Speed Monza. Hosting round 12, Monza's long straights and numerous chicanes will provide opportunities and hurdles for our grid. Last time out, Hump survived the late war scenes in Austria, and he claimed a considerable swing in the championship, which will aid his title ambitions. His title rival MJB will want to keep the fight on, as he has been doing on Thursdays as well. Now, if we cast an eye back to 2021, a British and Dutch driver had an incident at the Retia Posta chicane. The Retia Filo chicane. I hope that these two title rivals, obviously a British and a Dutch driver, won't suffer that same fate tonight. So welcome to CLR Friday, everyone. Good to have all of our drivers in Discord chatting away and in the Twitch chat. Good to see MJB as we spoke to earlier, and obviously that really cool name from Yurt, and then we have Jens as well. So always Jens in the chat. But yeah, good to see you guys, and I can see the chat today, so that's perfect. So we're just waiting for this session to formally begin, because it's not formally begun on my screen. It has now, actually. They've just picked their tyre allocations. Let's get the telemetry, lap data, fastest lap, leader, everything set up for qualifying. So let me get my notes up again. So we have 11 corners of Monza. There's only 11 corners here, and there's so many opportunities for overtakes, which we will see in the race. But who is going to conquer the Temple of Speed, at least in qualifying? And we're going to wait for our first driver to come on the track. We see a Sauber. It's Lemmy, the first driver on the track. So Lemmy DNF'd last 2 rounds. He'll be hoping for a better race. Going up rather slowly as the Haas overtakes him. That's Neon. Let's go on board with the Haas driver, the Canadian driver. He also had a DNF in Austria as well. As Jens, the weatherman, says in chat, we have a full dry session for today, and today's qualifying the race. And Lemmy's been disqualified. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there, but Lemmy's out of the session already. So yeah, he'll be starting last. That's just not the best for him. But there's obviously a way through here at Monza. So we have Neon, Gubo McBanana Pants in the Haas car. So let's see qualifying lap. He drove a very good round at Suzuka, but obviously in Austria he suffered a DNF, so he missed out some points there. Haas have been looking good recently with him and Hobnob as teammates. So yeah, let's follow Neon on board for a lap of the Temple of Speed. So 6th gear for the final corner then. We are going to now have his ERS activated, and his DRS is about to open. So Neon, the Haas driver then, he had a very, very good round at Suzuka. He's been here and there this season, missed a few rounds here and there as well. Takes 3rd gear at turn 1, which is the gear I would use as well. So yes, good one from Neon there. And so we now go through the Curva Grande, as we're now heading towards turn 4, which will be Variante Della Roja chicane, as it's better known as in real F1. And obviously Curva de Lesmos next. Lesmo corners. Lesmo 1. as Neon demonstrates, and into Lesmo too. He took it quite well. There's always a risk on that second curb, though. If you put too much of the car on the outside, there's a risk of a spin. But now he is coming down towards the Ascari chicane as Neon. It's a bit twitchy in there, mid-corner from Neon, but let's see what is possible now, as he now gets a slipstream from the Sauber driver of Yaz, and Neon is going to come around the Parabolica corner. Somehow I forgot what the corner is named. Parabolica, one of the most famous corners in Formula 1. 21-1 for Neon to start the session. Do we have another driver finishing a lap? I believe that was one of the Williams. So Callum crossed the line. Last week's pole sitter goes into 20.0. So a good lap from Callum, the pole sitter last week, of course. The next driver, I believe, is Karuma, goes P2. Is 8 tenths of the pace, 20.8. I don't think the quality margin is going to be massive here today. If someone can make a massive quality margin, that would be impressive. Jo goes P1 then with a 19.8. Good lap from Jo. Humph is P5, the championship leader, 21.5. So obviously not his finest effort, but yeah, it's a lap, you have to say. 21 is about to cross the line. The Alpine's getting a nice slipstream from him, as I believe that Alpine was Alex. So Alex reserving tonight. He's been racing a lot on Thursdays recently. Let's track him. So he's obviously come through in third gear at the first section. It's always a nice section of Monza. Is the turn 1, but of course at the race start, that's always the most risky corner, as we always see. Hopefully later it'll be smooth sailing for our drivers. Alex bossed the curbs there in that section. So he now comes into Lesmos. So Alex misses the apex slightly on the turn-in, but he gets the DRS open. It doesn't look like he lost that time. It looks a bit understeery on entry. As we now come towards Ascari with DRL Alex. Smashes the inside curb and onto the outside curb as well. It looks very nice from him. So he is about to use his ERS into hot lap. Alex towards Parabolica corner is going to swoop in right now. 5th gear. Some guys may prefer 6th through there, but Alex liked 5th gear. Gets more traction on the exit. As Alex now comes towards the line, what is this lap time going to be? It's P1, 19.5. So that's a good lap from Alex. I believe Hump is just starting a lap. Let's track the drivers now finishing lap. Let's go on with Jens. So the chief chatter in chat, that is Jens, and also the Bear Hunter and the Great Dane is now coming towards the final corner. Parabolica, 6th gear. Well, Auto Gears does it for him, but I wouldn't say 6th is the worst. MJB goes P1. Jens is about to cross the line and goes P7, so it's not terrible. We're saying he wasn't going to enjoy the race today, but he's gone P7, so obviously not a terrible effort from Jens. His teammate is obviously ahead of him at the moment. Is his teammate? Yes, his teammate's boxing. It looked like he had an ERS mode on. Camilu's on the lap, so yeah, good to see Camilu. He missed the last few weeks of racing, but he's back now. Obviously, he's a reserve and he's in the McLaren tonight. So Camilu's going to cross the line and goes P8. So yeah, we've seen much better from him, but of course, you've got to make yourself feed yourself back in on your comeback. Hump goes P3. That's a better lap from him. So obviously he had 2 laps in a row. One was a bit off the pace, and now he's back on the pace. Yurt begins a lap. Is there anyone finishing a lap? We see a Mercedes 21, I believe. That was finishing a lap, and he went P6. So a good lap from the Merc. Let's have a look at the chat then. So Max is in chat. Hello, mate. Love some Monza action. Yeah, Monza's a beautiful track. You always got to love this tempo of speed. Jan says, I lost the rear in second chicane. Oh dear. That's a shame. Right, let's track someone. Let's go on board with Yurt. Max says he expected better from Jens. Yeah, you show him, Max. I mean, you're the #1 driver at Alpine on Thursday, so yeah, you got to tell him his boss. Anyway, Yurt in the McLaren. Obviously, his teammate got switched via decision, obviously, to even up the teams. But he'll be lining up with the Boogeyman, who's not here tonight. So Camilo is in place of him, as obviously Joe is in the Red Bull and Alex in the Alpine. Obviously, both Alpine main drivers couldn't make the race tonight. I just want to say I'll just watch Yurt finish his lap to see where Yurt will get before I have a special shout out to make on the live stream. So Yurt crosses the line, goes P10. That's decent enough. So yeah, I just want to say a special shout out, obviously, to one of our drivers who's not here, Bjorn, who's obviously the reason he's not here today is he's celebrating his birthday with his family. So happy birthday to Bjorn. Hopefully he has a great time if he's going to watch the stream back, or MJB might send these messages over to him. Hobnob goes P1. Good lap from Hobnob, 19.2. Boomba is on the lap then. So this is one of the previous winners from the Italian Grand Prix. As oh no, Hobnob has left the session. Okay. Let me just finish watching this lap with Boomba. Using his ERS, he's going to cross the line right now. Goes P14. So I'm going to quickly re-invite Hobnob. I think he's just having that disconnect. We've seen that before. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin quickly. So we have Souls, who's not on a lap at the moment. Let's just find someone who's potentially on the lap. Blow. Yeah, I think Blow's on the lap. The Red Bull driver, Polish Red Bull driver then. He's had a few podiums this season, but last time out in Austria, he had a bit of unluckiness, which cost him a podium or a high-paying points position. It looks a bit scruffy there on the exit for Blow. Let's now track on board with the Red Bull driver. So yeah, he'll be open to put in a great performance today. It's a double purple sector. It looks a bit niche through there. Blow then is going to continue on his way. Blow comes towards Parabolica, swoops in. It looked a bit iffy on the entry, but now as we come towards the line, Blow, his ERS is depleted and his lap time is going to be provisional pole. So Blow goes into the 19.1s. It's a good lap from him. A very good lap from Blow. Right, let's follow Neon then. So he's going to get actually a slipstream from the Alpine driver of Alex. Yes, so is Alex on the lap as well? It may be worth to. Yes, I think Alex is on the lap. So we'll track these two. So Alex is just ahead. Boomba's retired. Yeah, I think he's just in the pit lane or disconnect. I'll check Discord in a moment. So Alex is gearing up to cross the line. He's coming into the pits. Let's go back on board with Neon or Goober Banana Pants. 6 temps goes P12. It's pretty close in that midfield section. Got Jens on a he's done a 1.4 off the leader's pace, and he got Neon 1.5. It's looking quite close in that midfield section. Hobnob's back, good to see. Fortunately, his qualifying has ended early, so that disconnect has retired his car. Right. Let's follow on board with Jens then. So, which wash moment will we see from the Great Dane on this lap? I assume we're going to see 1,000,003, but it will be interesting if Jens can prove everyone wrong. So now we go towards the second chicane here at Monza. That's not good from Jens. Flickering all over the shock, but yeah, that's what happens for Jens in that situation. Not the best on board I've ever seen. Oh! Live on board with 21, and he's had a little bit of a spin there out of turn 2. So the Mercedes driver has just lost his rear out of turn 2. I think he's just pressed the throttle down too quickly. Yeah, that's a common one in the low gear corners. Yeah, Jens is raging in the chat. I hate that chicane. Well, with an effing before it, but Jens, yeah, I mean, no need to swear, but I mean, he's just dissatisfied. Humph, I believe he's on the lap. Let's go on with the championship leader then. So he's slightly up on his first sector, just about don't make the mistake Jens made. He caught it quite well on the exit there. He just hit the curb a bit too hard, but corrected his error. And now Humph into this section. Luckily for Humph, out of the second Lesmo, he didn't go too far over. Obviously, that would have invalid lap, but there's also a risk of a spin, and it depends on how the car is angled. But he's 6 tenths up. Is Humph? Oh, good save. Good save, Humph. That was a lucky one. He did correct it very well, though. Obviously, it could have been him ending up in the barriers. We see Camilo go 5th, but it was a good save from Humph there, because I know for sure some other drivers, that's going straight into the wall. Maybe Jens, but Humph keeping himself in the session. I assume he might just continue on a cool down or just box. Oh, he's boxing, yep. As you do last minute. We saw Camilo go 5th, so good lap from him. He'll be hoping to keep the form up. Blows on an out lap, going a bit earlier than... I've noticed that with Blow. He goes a bit early on the last lap shootout. I'm going to check Discord quick, just in case I've got a message. Yeah. Did Boomber disconnect? Yeah, okay. I think Boomber's had car issues, so he's retired. Jens, I'm not bullying you. I'm just, having to say the truth. Which, most commentators are impartial, but because towards you, Jens, I have to be partial and just show my bias against you on the commentary. But if you have a good moment, I will celebrate it. But I'm gonna put a bit more of a knife in you. Let's just say when you make a mistake. Right, let's go on board with Blow then. So he's starting his lap for the provisional pole sitter at the moment on a 19.1. Will someone get into the 18s? That's a possibility. With MJB, you would never know. It might be a 17.0 or something like that. Anyway, Blow into the first chicane. Second gear for Blow. Some taking third, some second, maybe first. I would say third is optimal in the quali lap. In the race, you might want to go down to second to gain a bit more ERS back. Depends on your assist, of course. Blow's in plenty of overtake. 2 temps down in the first sector. Maybe his time isn't in the first sector. Looked quite stable through there by Blow. He now turns into the first Lesmo. Oh, yes, it looks a bit of a handful through there. Second Lesmo. Looks correct. He corrected it. Wasn't not looking the most stable lap from Blow, as he now comes towards the end of this certain straight into Ascari. 4 temps down. Obviously, Blow is not finding the time at the moment. But you never know, maybe it's all in the final sector. It looked like he took Ascari quite nicely there. Now we go towards Parabolica. Most of the drivers are going to leave the pits now for the out lap. As Blow looked a bit of a difficult lap, and he's going to come in. So no improvement for Blow. He was about half a second down, so not optimal. One guy who is improving is Kuruma. Crossed the line. It's a 20.5, puts him P11. So yeah, that's around Kuruma's range. We've seen him finish 12th a lot this season. Last few races he's been finishing P12, picking up the final point. That's his sort of position. So I don't think he'll be too disappointed with that at the moment. Everyone's got to do their last laps. I believe Yaz will be one of the first to start his final lap. Yeah. Jens, you got to calm down, mate, in chat. Let's watch on board with Yaz then. So, the American driver, yeah, he seems to get around 9th, 10th most races he participates in. So it's good to see, obviously, his consistency in that department. That's just where he is in this field. Obviously, I've seen him finish P6 before. I believe that was in Hungary. He got 6th. Yeah, good to see Yaz. His consistent point scoring, as it's a bit light on the exit with his throttle application. But as we now go through the Lesmos, second Lesmo, look quite gentle again. just a different approach. Maybe some guys absolutely pushing the car through these corners, and there's always a risk of a spin or losing a lot of lap time with a mistake somewhere. As Yaz is 4 temps up, so he's looking for around P10 range. Doesn't invalidate. Good job from him. The checkered flag is now flying, so these will be the laps which count. As the next driver behind will be Jo, but we are going to watch probably Yaz. Parabolica corner. Looks quite smooth there. Doesn't look like he's going over the limit too much. As we now see Yaz cross the line, it's going to be P10 for Yaz. The next driver is Jo. Jo crossed the line into the pit lane. Haas next. That's going to be Neon. So Neon, and then we have a Mercedes behind him. Both Mercedes. So let's just track aboard with Neon to start with. The driver currently last at the moment is going to cross the line and go P12. 21 goes P9. Hump onto the front row. That's a good lap from him. Jo retired. MJB is going to be the next driver across the line. Alex didn't improve his position. And MJB has a broken front wing, so no improvement for him. As now we have the final drivers. So we have Yurt leading this little train. And then we have Souls who's going to be behind him. Yurt crossed the line P13. As always, I didn't see where did Callum go. Yurt is 13th on the grid. Jens binned it on the straight on his warm-up lap. Oh my word. Callum went P4 then with his last lap, but Blow takes pole, so he didn't get a final lap, but he gets pole position. Hump 17,000th from pole position. It's a good lap from him. Hobnob in P3. Obviously that disconnect never helps, but he's on the second row. Callum P4. MJB 5th, Alex 6th, Kamilu 7th, 8th for Jo, Souls 9th, 10th for 21 Yaz. Neon, Yurt, Karuma, Jens, Boomba, and Lemmy completes your order for qualifying. So that was an interesting session, that one. And we saw some moments here and there of unlucky Jens, actually. I'm going to be nice and say, you know, you might have a good race here, but let's see. So I'm going to put on an ad break. Some people may get the adverts. Commercial 90. So if you guys will wait 2 minutes because it's the lobby break. So Callum will start on the second row. Good lap from you, mate. Of course, I didn't see you go P4 straight away, but we saw it on the after screen. As we have a view of all the garages. So it will be interesting to see who wins. Obviously, I'll just wait until the formation lap begins and then waffle even more. Gotta love it. Max says in chat, having to watch an ad on my own league, that's new. Unlucky, mate. That's all I'm going to say on that one. I believe Jens doesn't see many adverts. I believe he's seen more adverts than points this season. But oh. Oh. Oh dear. Max, yeah. I think Jens is getting wound up by me. I don't think Jens is. How many points have Friday to? Well, mate, you got to tell me that. I don't actually know. I don't need to look down the list so much. Actually, right, I've got your points here, Jens. So Jens 83. I'm sure you've seen 100 adverts on this channel. Surely. You've probably seen more adverts than points. Those guys having fun in chat, always good to see. Gotta love a race car. But which race car is going to emerge victorious here at Monza? Now that's going to be an interesting question. Guys, predict in chat who's going to win. Let's get some more interaction in the chat. Jens, you're not going to mute me, okay? You've got to listen to me. I'm just speaking facts, mate. Jens says Callum to win. Okay, that's not out the equation, actually. Right, let's see the tyres. Interval. Tyres. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing a lot of yellow tyres, and that's correct because everyone's on medium. So that's really boring. No strategy difference. That's pretty interesting. Yes, I will in a bit, Max. Let's go through some pre-race stats as we go through the formation lap. So Monza has 11 corners, 4 to the left and 7 to the right. Overtaking spots will be at turn 1 and turn 8 traditionally. Turn 8 is into Ascari, turn 1 obviously is turn 1 after that long straight. And turn 4 on turn 11, I'd say possible overtaking zones as well. Safety car risk, I'd say is high on the first laps, but it drops as the race gets, as we go into the race. Strategy, I'm going to say medium hards or hards to medium. I think everyone will be on medium hards today. So here come the CLR Monza previous winners. Season 1 was myself. I won the race. So yeah, I love this track. Beyond won the race on Thursday tier from season 3. And Boomba won the race. Let's go on with Boomba. He won the race here on the Thursday tier this season. So will Boomba win again? That's definitely not out of the equation. He won from an uncertain situation. He boxed really early. Circuit, we have 27 laps for today's race. We have a lap distance of 5.793 kilometers or 3.6 miles. So we've got some... we've just skipped through the formation lap. And let's go with... let's go through a podium prediction. Right. I'm going to say MJB is going to win his home race in the Ferrari. It's not his home race, but his team's home race. I'm going to say Hump to get second, and third, I'm going to go with Hobnob. So that will be my podium prediction today. We're now waiting on the final cars to line up. Lemmy taking up the rear of today's race as we're about to get ready for CLR Friday at Monza. I love that man who's waving the green flag. It looks really satisfying on this screen. But I want to watch the cars instead, as we're now going to see the lights turn on. We've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's go at Monza. Oh my words, there's more crazy starts going on with the rear ends of the cars. But Hump's into the lead as we see will everyone get through at the back. It looks like not more contact at the back. We see front wings flying. As well, we see a McLaren round of Yurt. So Yurt has lost the rear end into turn 2. As we now go towards the next chicane, will Blow make a move on Hump? Hump takes the lead at the start. Blow's going on the inside into turn 4. Blow needs to give the space and does. Hump is going to lose place as a result because of the exit. And here comes MJB on the inside of the championship rival. Is Hump going to stick around the outside? No. Hump is losing some places here. Callum again. Callum on the inside. Hump has lost 4 places in the space of a few corners. And it might even be 5 because Alex may look at the Mercedes driver. It doesn't look like it. Let's see at the back. There's position changes going on. We have Neon. Neon on the inside of Yaz. No, the move is not made in the end. But Boomba. Boomba's through on Jens. Jens is dropping down. We have front wing damage on the Williams. As we now see Lemmy making some overtakes towards the Parabolica corner. 3 wide momentarily. But we see Lemmy on the outside with a lovely move on Jens. Will Jens try and hold it? It looks like Jens will come into the pit lane. So he's into last. Yes, at the front we're 3 wide in towards turn 1. Blow loses 2 places with Hobnob gaining the lead, and then MJB is into P2 as we now see Alex making a move. Alex making maybe 2 moves. Callum Oh, that was close. That was a pinchy moment from Callum. Hump's looking for a move. Hump's looking on Callum. Callum doesn't go down the inside, and he's been tagged. So Red Bull Jo has sent Callum round, and it's absolute chaos here at the start of Monza. We've seen many incidents. Yaz into the top 9. Camilo, more positions changing. Jo side by side with Boomba. Boomba into the second. Lesmo is off the track. I think it was an ambitious move on the outside there, but Boomba obviously taking a penalty there for that. Taking the penalty for that move. Jo and Lemmy side by side through Ascari, so position held. Jens onto hard. What can he do from here? What can Jens do? As we go back to the front, Souls is making the move. 6th place for Souls. Good start. We have the front 5 in the train. As it normally is in CLR, there is normally 3, 4, 5 trains at the front going for it. MJB is in the lead. Something we've missed there. But we now see on the inside is Hobnob retaking that lead. Blow looking at it. Blow on the outside of MJB. Oh, it's close there. Close for space. As well, we see some more ghosting going on in the background. It's an absolute brilliant start here at Monza. Racing everywhere we look. But now we focus towards turn 4. MJB doesn't look for a late move. Keeping calm. So, as we've now gone through the first 2 laps and into lap 3, let's have a look at position changes. The most gain was made by Lemmy, 5 places. The most positions lost on the first lap were 21, Yurt and Humph. The first laps were those 3 drivers losing 3 places. Let's now put it back on tyre. Blow's looking at it. Blow's really going to try. We have Karuma battling for 14th ahead of Boomba. Boomba has big front wing damage there. Let's see. More battling at the front. It looks like Alex has gained P3. Max said, watch there be a lap 1 safety car. We didn't see a lap 1 safety car. Max. As all, Lemmy's going through Parabolica with Neon. Lemmy's now into 11th. So good start from Psycho Lemmy from 17th. Yeah, has made a move on Boomba, who's going to have to box. We're now going into turn 1. Oh, that's an Alpine. And the Alpine has gone straight on at the first chicane. Looks like he was trying to make a move, but it didn't happen. And it looks like Blow is into the lead. This front train battling. Hobnob. Oh, no. On the inside goes MJB. Oh, it's contact. And it looked like it was a turn in. It's a turn in by Hobnob on MJB. He's lost positions as a result. Yellow flag at the back as 21 has spun, and he's taken front wing damage on the right side. Not the best of starts. We see Karuma and Boomba have boxed. As it looks like Boomba gets a much better exit out of turn 2 than Karuma. And Boomba is on the hard tyres. He's on the recovery trail. Frantic stuff at Monza early on. We now go and see a switch of positions. Will Callum be battling this one? It doesn't look like it, because Camilo has the position of P6. Camilo keeping under the radar at the start, but good stuff. Callum looks like he may pass him. We're going to look at the leaders. So Hobnob's made the move. Humph is ahead of his championship rival. Obviously, MJB took a bit of an impact with contact. Callum late on the brakes on Camilo, and he's made the move stick. 21's in the pit lane, front wing damage to be repaired. Looks like a good race so far by Souls at the moment, running P8. Just got to stick with these guys, simple as that. I don't know, obviously, how much pace he has, but it's good to see his performance at the moment. As there's a move, Jens gaining place, obviously, as 21 boxed. But we now look on with Blow is in pursuit of Hobnob. So it's going to be a bit of rear difficulties on the Red Bull car, rear sliding, whatever you want to call it. He lost the rear slightly momentarily. We see in the battle here Oh, Boomba's off the track. And then Karuma, they were fighting, it looks like. But Boomba's gone off the track. And, well, I'm not sure, was that an illegal move or not? Now Hobnob's into none ERS or low on the battery. Let's go on board with Humph. Doesn't look for a move. Camilo switching with Callum. They did this at the start of the season quite often, actually. Is Joe going to look on the outside? Joe is looking for a move on Souls, but it doesn't happen. We see Yaz now into 11th position, so both the Saubers close together. Yaz ahead of Neon, so the American and Canadian driver battling, and that's a move for the American. So the fights continue at the front of the grids as we see Hobnob. Looks like maybe ERS saving time or just looking after the tyres, because the mediums could be fragile here. I know the hards are a good tyre at Monza, and you'd want to get onto that tyre, absolutely. I do remember from the Thursday tier race here, it was minimal wear, more position switch, and it is the Canadian getting back ahead of the American. It is Neon past Yaz. As we now head back to the front of the grid. Now this is the next opportunity for an overtake. Looks like Blow's really close. Has he got much ERS though? Looks like Humph is going to use his ERS to get past. They're going to go 3 wide here. Looks like Humph is battling here with Hobnob. Humph, oh, he gets the move, but Hobnob sticks it in there. And Blow did take the lead through that as well. But Alex, they're going to go 3 wide through Curva Grande. Alex looking on the outside. He's got past Hobnob. Is he going to get past Humph as well? Let's see what DRO Alex could do on the inside then into turn 4. And yes, no, Humph breaks later and gets a position back from Alex. So good racing there between them. MJB on the inside of one of the Lesmo. Lesmo 1. He's looking at it into Lesmo 2 still. As all the championship rivals from Thursday are having a fight here on Friday, and it looks like Hobnob is going to be behind MJB, and MJB, it looks like, has taken front wing damage on the right side. Oh, that's a moment for Alex, and he's nearly lost it there, but it looks like MJB still in the fight here. Penalty for Yaz, track limits. So obviously not the ideal start from Yaz, as all Camilo and Callum battling into Parabolica. Camilo ahead, slide on the exit. So it looks like the front train's 3 seconds clear of the second train, and the third train, Gio's fallen back. Let's go into turn 1, Humph into the lead of the race. So we have the Mercedes car leading in Monza. I see more debris from turn 1. I wonder who car is that from. Boomba, it looks like is not having the greatest time of it. There's more battling then. Into turn 4, chicane. Hobnob is ahead, and he has front wing damage as well. So those guys are just struggling at the moment, and I think that train is just breaking because they're damaged. Looks like Souls has made a move on Camilo, and yes, Souls is into 7th, so Callum has broken away from those guys, for now at least, but Souls into the top 7. We see a battle here for 4th, and it looks like MJB passing Hobnob, and then it was definitely a track limit warning for MJB there. Oh, there's a moment, and Boomba has gone on at turn 1, has gone through the bollard, and he's obviously taken that one out. Alex into the Parabolica corner, looking for a move there. Looked tight for a move there. The Red Bull defending well. Blow as we now go down the straight. Will this be Humph being a sitting duck? Looks like Alex is going to the outside of 1. Alex has got the lead, so that was a safe move from DR Alex, and that's a good overtake as well. Pit stops. So Neon's in, as we see Souls is coming already as well. And it's a switch of tyres for Neon, so hards are on. Undercut. Undercut is going to work here. It might not be more effective here than other tracks, but there's definitely an element with the mediums wearing, the hards will be a better tyre. Looks like those two, Hobnob and MJB, have returned to the train. Obviously, their downforce deficit's not going to help. But Boomba receives 10 seconds for speed in the pits. And Boomba has retired from this Italian Grand Prix. So lap 9 sees our first retirement. Boomba is out. It looks like those guys are riding the curbs and not really having the best time of it. Humph, he's looked really good, Humph. And there, you know, I'm going to go into the reasons why he has a 26-point lead after we see this move. I assume will be a move. It looks like it will be an easy move for Humph on Alex. Will Boomba Blow, not Boomba, Blow look for a move. Blow has gone on the inside and has gained P2. But yeah, Humph in the lead of the race and in the lead of the championship by 26 points. And I think there's an easy reason for that, because I've looked at his results and I've seen the last 8 races he's been in the top 5 for all of them. Whilst his rivals have been here and there, maybe winning some races, but obviously MJB having those difficult moments at Austria, it's just Humph making the difference when it matters. And obviously consistency is key to a championship, any championship. Consistency will is the number one key to the title. Obviously, as someone who has won titles in this league before, consistency is the number one reason for all championship wins. In this league, and probably all leagues as well, I would say. Consistently fast as well. Anyway, we're tracking Blow then. Tracking shot here. It looks like Blow will go on the parabolica. It looks like Hump's in none. No, that's, oh my word. So, yeah, we did see at the start of this race, because I obviously watched some of the Imola clips from yesterday's stream. The cars were literally inside of each other going down the straight, and we saw that at the start here as well. So I think EAF produced another lovely update, absolute cookery. Anyway, down the inside goes Blow, and he's got the lead again. So Blow, he's been up at the front, but there's just been some issues here and there in his races that's just caused Blow to drop suddenly. All right, Callum then. Hard tyres are on. We're already in lap 11. This has been a fast race. Lemmy onto hards as well. They're looking at Souls, who's trying the undercut. Now, it looks like Lemmy will be ahead of Souls, but in 2021 we saw a car of the Red Bull going on the outside. We're going to see a Ferrari go on the outside here, but no. And Lemmy defended that well. Was contact, but Lemmy, that was his corner. Quite rightly. Is it going to be a move for P15 then? 21 against Kuruma. Kuruma backed out. 21 defended, well, just on the racing line there. Didn't really make any special defence move. It will be interesting to see what Camilo does. Will he extend to the pit window or box now? I don't really think the tyre is going to have much of a difference. 3 laps or 4 laps. Now Jens is about 2.5 seconds behind Neon. And these guys are boxing. Blows in, Humps in, as well as MJB. So looks like this will be pit stop time. There's a Camilo having an incident. So into the pit lane, Camilo has had an incident. There's yellow flags for the last corner. Did he have a spin or something? Camilo's retired. That's not good from Camilo. What's happened there? And it's caused him to retire. Hump then in the lead of the race. Blow on hard tyres, so both of these guys boxed on the same lap. Let's see what will happen. Callum is about 5 seconds behind the front guys who have pitted already. MJB has changed his front wing, so he needs to pass Callum and try and get back up again. Jo is extending. Those guys are not pitted yet. Jazz, Karima and 21 continue battling. Back to the front two. So these guys, I think, have got a response. It was a good time for those guys to box. There's always a risk of an undercut. That's the truth. But obviously, Monza, I think DRS will override it in some respects. Right, let's see pit stops then. Alex and Hobnob are in. So these two drivers are pitting. Jo, I assume, will be in as well, yes. responding to undercuts. Oh, 10 seconds on the pits lane. Not good for Jo. Alright, hards are on for Alex. And we see the hards onto Hobnob's car as well. No wing change. So it looks like Hobnob doesn't not decide to change that wing, which was damaged. Now, obviously, Humph will be ahead. Blow as well, but they haven't not ahead by too much. And I think that's just fair enough here. Lemmy does set the fast lap. He's got DRS to MJB. Lemmy's recovering well. Definitely considering him for an award at the end of the race. But we will have plenty more laps to go. We're not even halfway in yet. It's been a first 13 laps of battles here and there, but also some moments as well. And also, it's been just a Monza race, to be fair. Nice action here. Bit of a weird analogy for me there, but Neon is into 9th, ahead of Joe, who we carried 10 seconds pit speeding, so that won't be removed, unless obviously he serves it, or then it was removed from his laps. Jens is at 11th, so yeah, he's still in contention for points, but it's not going to be many points. Jens receives 3 seconds as well, so that won't help. Alright, Blow, I better not say anything more about Jens, because he's probably going to be pissed off, but yeah, anyway, Blow, Humph is going to defend this. Blow is going to try and attack this. Blow into turn 1. Oh, it was a nearly move. Humph went deep. Oh, no, damage. And that's damage for the Alpine. The Alpine's taken front wing damage. That's not good for Alex. There's front wing damage for these two guys. It may help them. Oh, there's an incident. Jo has taken damage, I must assume. Some damage. Carbon was flying. Neon and Jo having an incident, I assume. I'm not sure what really happened there. Just average turn 1 moment. But now, continuing, Blow. Blow is continuing to look. MJB is past Callum, so the Williams driver will obviously want to use MJB. Obviously will want to fight him as well for more championship points. And obviously it looks like Mercedes are making a gain on Williams at the moment. So he needs to make that gain as not as high as it is right now. So minimal gain. Anyway, Blow, it's a cleaner run towards turn 1, and Blow has got the lead. Hobnob is into 3rd. A good move on Alex. Both had DRS, and it looks like Hobnob got there more DRS, perhaps. He's into P3. Maybe the damage is going to, let's say, the damage is going to look more, it's going to impact more at the end of the race. I'm so sorry if I sound stupid at the moment, but yeah. Neon P11 trying to just gain some lower championship points, because there isn't much ahead at the moment. Well, there's Jo ahead, and he will gain that place for 10th. Maybe Jens, if they can catch up. Jo, obviously, he's, to me, looked like front wing damage again. So there's plenty of drivers carrying this wing damage, which is not really a surprise, because Monza, there's always a chance of contact, and Neon's going to make an easy pass on Jo. Back to the leaders. Humph is looking likely for a move on Blow. Will Hobnob try something? Is he going to deploy more? It looks like it could be a 3-wide situation. Blow goes to the outside. Blow's going to defend this. Hobnob on the inside. All contact between the two. And it looks like Blow has held the position. There was a contact. Just some good racing going on between them. But Blow is just a bit of contact mid-corner between those two. It's time for Humph to break DRS. I think that's going to be extremely difficult here. Karima into P13. He's currently running, for 13th. So not obviously in the points, but it looks like Karima may have a chance. Obviously, we could see some late twists and stuff occur later in the race. Right, we're on board with Blow. So it looks like he is looking still. He's about half a second from Hump. The slipstream effect will kick in here as it drops to about 4 tenths. Parabolica exit now for Blow. So obviously Hump, well, has looked really comfortable through this whole season. Hump sets the fast lap. Alex does set the fast lap straight after. So that was a good effort from those guys. 21.4 is your fastest lap. Pole being a 19.1 from this man below. Alex. So he has front wing damage, but he looks very strong here. Looking quite strong. Looks like Hobnob's becoming a little detached. A bit of a gear switching, it looks like. Oh, there's another incident. And it looks like Jo and Neon again. More contact between the two. So maybe that will be one investigate. Oh, we have an out. Lemmy's out. And that's a safety car. Lemmy's crashed. So Lemmy's... Oh, that's a horrible crash. Oh, my word. I'm not sure what happened. Did he... I would say... I don't know what's happened to him, but I think what's happened, as what I will predict, was Lemmy got onto the gravel and he spun up the rear on the exit and he's just gone straight back into the wall. I'm not sure. We may see a clip from him later. That's not great, obviously. But will we see some strategies here then? Front wing changes may occur at the front. Hump, would it be mediums or would it be staying out? Looks like the front two will pit. For all of them, I think mediums. Oh, Alex, 10 seconds. And he's retired straight away. So he's out of the race. 10-second penalty for pit lane speeding. Pit lanes, pit stops. Mediums. Mediums are waiting for everyone. It's got to be. Will Hobnob opt for a wing change? Yes. Yes. It's got to be a wing change at this rate. MJB is going to be ahead then of Hobnob. Yeah, so it's actually not worked out terribly for Hobnob. I think everyone's in. It's obviously the respectable call. It's got to be mediums from this point. I would be surprised to see anyone on softs. So I think they won't make 9 laps or so. Karuma's going to see serve first, the same as Yurt. But they'll obviously want to serve the penalty and then just get the tyres on. Just want to wait for this pit stop from the... Oh, it's softs for Yurt. Okay. So someone's gone on to softs. Okay, Yurt on soft tyres. You may as well take a gamble in 13th. I mean, that's not the worst decision I've seen. But now the race has been neutralised with this safety car. It's lap 18. We have the first safety car of the race. Hump is leading. DNF, let's just do a race summary. So DNF Spoomba, I think he just had trouble off the start with some damage and obviously penalties. Camilu's, he spun out the last corner. I think he may have took damage, or obviously that would have ruined his race if he did take damage. Lemmy crashed out of turn 4 and Alex retired in the pit lane. He did pick up a 10 seconds penalty, so we now have time for a quick commercial in not Discord, Twitch. Quick break. 60-second ad break. So let's let the cars go around the track for a few laps behind the safety car. I don't know if it's Bert Mylander in the safety car. I mean, the best thing about this safety car is that it's not crashed like it did in Monza in real life in 2024. So that's unlucky. No, that's lucky, not unlucky. I don't actually want the safety car to crash. I don't want it to crash. on this game, it's impossible to crash. But, you know, obviously a certain sleepy sloth knows if you overtake the safety car at Monza, you will be disqualified from the race. And that was happened to him. And that led to me winning the race. In fact, this was, it was about a safety car about lap 20 or something that came out. And this obviously aided me because I had to disconnect. I think it was lap 18 or something. I came back into the race. Obviously, I was like 6th and I was trying to recover. And then I made a gamble to put slicks on when it was drying. And this obviously really saved my race. It put me in the lead. Obviously, the track dried at the exact perfect time. And obviously, with my tyre advantage, I went past everyone who stayed out. And the guys who obviously pitted behind me had to pass them as well. So they didn't have that massive advantage like I did on that day. Enough waffle of my racing. It's time to watch this racing as the safety car is coming in at the end of the lap. Humph has control. He will decide when it's time to restart. It wasn't a long safety car, just allowed everyone to pit and bunch up. Souls received the 10 seconds for colliding with Callum. So, yeah. Hopefully safety cars won't breed safety cars. We sometimes see that there. Where will Humph go? I think maybe he's going to try and catch Blow off guard. Just slowing more now. It's gone now. So I heard the Mercedes go. And it looks like it wasn't the best restart I've ever seen. We see a pit stop from Souls. We're now going towards turn 1 with Blow. Doesn't look like a move is going to be possible. Callum is going to fight MJB round the outside of turn 1. That does nicely. That's a good move from Callum. We see more moves. Yaz, the battle for P8 with 21. Oh, slight contact there. It looks like 21 is going to try and remain on the outside of Curva Grande. Mercedes, good constructor points at the moment. Williams as well. But it looks like 21's going to double down and send it on the inside. But it's going to lose out here because he's lost position. Oh, no! Oh, that's a massive crash. That's going to be a VSC. That was a big crash. I think that's just unlucky. Potential unsafe rejoin from someone there. But that was obviously has resulted in a costly incident for 3 drivers. Humph, 21, Karuma, and Souls. Well, Souls, it's not been a costly incident for him, but he's lost places because what happened at the restart lap. VSC is going to end soon, I would assume at least. Humph has broken a second. Interesting. Was that the Delta? Blow's trying to stick to the Delta. I wonder when it's restarted. So it looks like Blow is out of DRS for the time being. Blow needs to push then, because it looks like Humph may be on for a win here at Monza if he doesn't get back into DRS quickly enough. I think a prime opportunity like a VSC has opened the game up. Pruma's retired. 21 will change his wing and put the softs on for the last few laps. So he will claim some points. Obviously, everyone who will finish the race now will see points. It looks like Humph is running away with it at the moment. So it could be a double Italian win for him. Obviously, Hobnob will want to have something to say about this. So the Haas driver then looking at turn the Ascari. Blow didn't really defend, but it's just obviously Hobnob doesn't want to be ahead of that point, obviously, for obvious reasons. You don't want to be vulnerable on the next straight. Obviously, Callum's in the game as well. This could be a podium for him. Good opportunity. But Blow's run out of ERS or something, because his light went red, or maybe he went into none. Hobnob's going to use his battery. Fastest lap for Humph, obviously. MJB then sets the fastest lap as well. Would it be DRS opportunities? Callum going on the inside into turn 1. Blow's going back on the inside. And oh no, contact between the two. And it looks like Blow was really aggressive on the defending and put it and doubled down on that move. And let's just say, maybe put Callum in his place or something. That's maybe what Blow would think about that. inside MJB, Callum. Oh, there's a bit of a swoop there, and he defended well. Looks like Hobnob has got pace at the moment. Humph has got the most pace at the moment. He's got the lead of the race. 1.2 seconds advantage. Will he be able to get back into DRS? Hobnob, more than capable, I have to say. As all, it looks like MJB has made a move on Callum into P4, so MJB trying to recover still. Now, this is going to be close for DRS. Will Hobnob manage to get into it? I think he will be back into DRS on Humph. So that's good for Hobnob. Good news on his side. And maybe a last few laps battle here is he will eke Humph in. 9 temps is the gap. DRS is open, yes. I'm a bit surprised he didn't open it earlier. He'll try and eke him in. MJB's looking for another move. It's going to be for P3 here. As Blow defends, as a little squeeze as well. But MJB is sticking his nose in there. And MJB is going to try on the Curva Grande. Blow is looking more defence. No, he's backed out of this one. Oh! Big slide! Big slide at MJB. And Callum is going to look for the outside. No, it's not a move. Absolutely massive slide from MJB. Just hit the grass and went spinning sideways. Karima says, I think I did good. Sucks though. Unlucky, mate. Yeah, I did catch your battles with Boomba and a few other drivers. 21 is battling with Souls. Good to see these guys still fighting, and 21 is into 11th. Souls is in the points still. Everyone finishing will score points. As we now see... Oh, I think maybe it was that Humph leaving the track at Parabolica. There was a big controversy, obviously, with the track limits there a few years ago in F1. But now, inside is looking likely for Hobnob. No, not at the moment. So, Hobnob is not going to go for a move at turn 1. But I did go for a move at turn 1. And it looks like Jens is currently in P6. Now, he will drop places. But for Jens, it's a good, obviously good position to be in from where he was earlier. So, yeah, he's still going to get some good points. Looks like Neon might be on for P6 here, so that's good for him. Yaz as well is in a decent spot. He has a penalty as well. Just the 2 drivers with penalties, 3 seconds for each. So yeah, I knew Monza, obviously. I know Monza. It's not really a track where the limits are an issue. It's more just when you're battling someone side by side, if you have space, that's more of an issue at Monza, definitely. ERS, more factors like that. So the top 2 have a nice gap to the guys behind. This is battle for the top 2, and then a podium battle behind for P3. So obviously one to keep your eyes on. Looks like Hobnob may go for it now. Lap 25 of 27. So this will be 3 more laps to go. Hobnob is through. He's into the lead. Blow's going to look at it, isn't he? He's going to go on the inside. No, it's way too far. No way that would be a move for Blow. But it's, you never know. He could always go for a move like that. Anyone could. No, it looks like Williams are scoring good points. Mercedes in 2nd and 11th. And Williams 5th and 6th. So at the moment constructors are close. Jens will lose places as a result of that penalty. Right. Humph then. So he's just 2 attempts shy. Is he going to go for a move now? It looks like he will straight away. So Humph just... Obviously Hobnob was actually saving some ERS. I think he's going to play this smart, isn't he, Hobnob? Just wait for the last lap. There'll be 2 more opportunities on that main straight. Will Humph go into none? Will it be DRS games or something? Let's see what these 2 will decide. So this will going to now enter lap 26, as looks like Hobnob opens his DRS. it's going to be not an inside move. So that was a bit of gamesmanship. No move there. Yaz is making a move on the Canadian driver of Neon. They've been battling a lot this race, and yes, so the Sauber is into P7. Good move from Yaz. So yeah, 2 more laps. It looks like Humph is pushing on now. 6 tenths advantage. Maybe Hobnob is just playing it safe. We'll use the RS a lot on the finishing lap of this race at Monza to conclude the race. Hobnob Blows actually made a move. MJB, I think, made a mistake because he's lost places way early on that straight. So Blows on the podium at the moment. It will be interesting to see how this final lap will go here at Monza, because we have 2 guys at the front who have been fighting for the whole race, essentially. These guys were in the train from the start, and it's been broken up with the safety cars and the pit stops, of course. But then we're now on to the final opportunity on this main straight here at Monza. It's going to be a weave to the inside, another weave by Humph back to the racing line, back again. So I think Humph has done over 2 moves there on the straight, but looks like Hobnob is going on the outside. It's going to look for the inside line there. Humph defends well, and he's being pushed literally by the Mercedes. The Mercedes really defending here, and looks like they're going to continue side by side in Curva Grande. This battling is going to end into turn 4. Turn 4, Humph on the inside. So Humph retakes the lead. Obviously, it looks like the battle continues for P3 as well, and Blow is defending for his podium. But will Callum be on the podium? So it's gone wide, Callum, gone wide. It might be a lost opportunity here. But Blow may be out of VRS, something like that. MJB may look for it. But for the leaders, the space for Hobnob just about on the inside into Ascari. And it looks like Hobnob will have the Merc staying on the outside. Crazy. Great battling yet again. Well, Humph is really defending, and it's going to be some more side-by-side action then. It looks like Humph is going to emerge victorious, for now at least, on track. Hobnob on the inside. Oh, he tried there, he tried. Behind Blow and Callum. Will they go side-by-side to the line? Humph wins the Italian Grand Prix, but who's going to get P3 behind? It will be... Oh, it's a photo finish, and Blow finishes just ahead of Callum by 76,000 for MJB. P5, P6 for Jens at the moment. Yaz... It will just stay P6 for Jens, so that's a good result then. 9 thousandths does it for Jens. Yurts crosses the line, P9. Good finish for Yurts. Jo in the Red Bull will be the next driver to obviously finish the race. And that was an interesting defending from Humph on that main straight, especially. A bit of weaving, but... clean battling throughout. It was a tense last lap for them too, and it was Humph who ultimately took victory. Joe P10, 21 will cross the line. This will be for 11th place. Obviously, 11th for 21, some points for Mercedes still. Souls 12th. That will be the final point, and the race is over at Monza. So we will have some immediate reactions from the drivers. I'll obviously have to read them out if they're all talking to Twitch. It was a good race to watch. Jens gets driver of the day. Oh, I'm going to have to decide my driver of the day, am I? So we will just quickly look at the results once they load, and then I will obviously decide driver of the day and all that. Yeah, it was a bit of action-packed race at Monza, to say the least. But Humph emerged victorious. Italian double for him. Italian double as well. It was an interesting last lap between Humph and Hobnob. It was close. It was close, to say the least. But it's a victory for Humph. Podium celebrations at Monza. Blow getting on the podium as well. Good job from him. Oh no. Oh, I just noticed what I've said, and yeah. If you put them things together. Right, here's your finishing result at Monza. Hump wins. Hobnob, Blow, Callum, MJB, Jens, Neon, Yaz, Geo, 21 souls. Where your finishers and your point scorers. Karuma, Alex, Lemmy, Kamilu, and Boomba retired. Right, let me get race director quickly. Just quickly. In case anyone needs to appeal. Yes. Right, so now I have to decide driver of the day, and I think for me this one is going to be obvious. It's going to be Jens, driver of the day, because he started 16th, he ended 6th, but he had a lot of difficulties along the way. I mean, he boxed really early, didn't he, Jens? He had took damage on the first lap, lost a whole lot of time, obviously with that pit stop, but he drove his way back into the top 6, and, you know, you have to say, that reminded me of my race yesterday at Imola. That reminded me of my race yesterday at Imola. So, yeah, I got driver of the day for that. So, yeah, Jens as well. So, well done, Jens. Yeah, I'm glazing you now. I was absolutely ripping into you earlier in the stream. I don't apologise. Right, let's quickly look ahead to next week's CLR. So, CLR for next week. So, the Thursday tier will head to the Marina Bay Street Circuit. Singapore, that would be a great race on Thursday. Next Friday we have the Azerbaijan Grand Prix at Baku, the Baku City Circuit. That's going to be after an Italian double. We have the two most difficult street track, one of the two most difficult street tracks, because for some it will be difficult, some will love the challenge, I'm sure. So yeah, those will be the next races in CLR. So congratulations to Humph on the win. Let's have a look at more reactions from the chat. MJB, what a poor race, honestly. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened for you there. I mean, you obviously tried your best, but it didn't work out for you in the end. Jens is happy with his driver of the day. I was glazing myself, wasn't I? Yes, of course. As a world champion, I would do to gear 3 and turn 64. Jens, I think you got that one wrong, mate. There's not 64 corners on the tracks. I don't know which track has 64 corners, to be honest. Maybe Nordschleife, but it's not on the F1 calendar. Right. I'm just gonna say, obviously, thank you to all our viewers of tonight's CLR race. We will see you next week for Callum will be covering the Singapore Grand Prix. The Marina Bay Street Circuit, and I'll be back for Baku. So yes, back for Baku. That's a nice way to put it. Anyway, waffling ends. Good night, everyone.